Welcome to SVG-TV's news for Thursday, June 5th, 2014. I am Rochelle Batiste with the details. Over 60 trees were today planted in the Montreal Mountains as part of the ongoing efforts to promote biodiversity conservation and in observance of World Environment Day. The tree planting exercise earlier today was a collaborative effort between the Central Water and Sewage Authority, the Forestry Department, and the Maricoa Government School. CWS's Public Relations Officer Joan Ryan says there is a need to plant trees as the CWSA depends on them to get water to supply to customers.
And as such, we are interested in forest management, forest maintenance, and the rejuvenation of forests. So here we are today, planting these trees with the children. We are also looking at it as an education exercise where not only are they planting trees, but they are learning about the importance of what they're doing. And they too are putting a mark on history. Later on in the next 10, 15, 20 years, 25 years, they can say to their friends and their relatives that they planted a tree in the Montreal mountain.
Rand says they are pleased to be partnering in such a venture.
We are hoping that other schools and other communities would come on board. There is an activity that is spearheaded by the Environment Unit, which is a Trilympic activity. Well, they are actually commemorating biodiversity. They have several activities which they are where they are focusing on biodiversity in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and they join up with the Trilympics movement to plant trees, to spearhead the planting of trees throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Meantime, Forestry Officer Glenn Grant outlined the importance of trees to the environment.
Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, they manufacture the food, and they give off oxygen, which everyone knows as well that we need it for breathing and our ever existence and thing. Well, as part of our daily mandate, we are responsible for maintaining the integrity of the forest. As you can see, if you look in the background, you can see we have trees planted. We normally plant mixed species, mixed plot. When they reach a certain height, we take out what we don't desire and we leave back whatsoever we need. And trees are planted up here based on the objective that we intend. The objective could be soil and water conservation, because we need trees to intercept the rainwater when it comes and infiltrate and percolate the soil, so we can have the sponge-like effect with the water flowing into the waterbed and into the streams consistently.
Activities for Nutrition Week continued yesterday with the staging of a nutrition symposium and fair hosted by the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment. According to Dr. Del Hamilton, Director of the Department of Wellness, Disease Prevention and Management, the event was staged at a time when the ministry is aiming to promote a healthier lifestyle by encouraging persons to eat healthy, particularly primary and secondary school students.
Activity aims not only to promote good nutrition in communities, but also to help reduce the double burden of malnutrition. You may ask, double burden? Well, this is what it means. On one hand, there is the burden of hunger, energy and nutrient deficiencies, and on the other hand, there is obesity and the risk of nutrition-related chronic non-communicable diseases.
The Milton Cato Memorial Hospital earlier today received a financial donation from Fast Cash SVG Limited. The presentation was made to Hospital Administrator Grace Walters by Country Manager of Fast Cash Kevin Jasame, who thanked the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment for the opportunity to give back to the hospital.
They have been very supportive of Fast Cash, and it's a really an honor to be here this afternoon giving this donation to the hospital. So Ms. Waters, I thank you for the interest and hope that this donation goes a long way to making the pediatric ward a success.
And in accepting the donation, Walters thanked Fast fast cash for the donation.
Minister of Health, the Permanent Secretary, we wish to thank Mr. Jessamy of Fast Cash St. Vincent Limited for presenting us with a check this afternoon. This check is specifically donated to the pediatric ward to aid in our newly refurbished project and will go a long way into making the project complete. Once again, we want to thank you and we look forward to further business with you.
Meanwhile, the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital was also presented with a quantity of supplies in the form of pampers and bedcloth from the International Consortium of Caribbean Professionals. In receiving the supply, Hospital Administrator Grace Walters expressed much thanks to the group for its continued assistance towards the effective functioning of the hospital.
On behalf of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment, our Minister of Health, the Permanent Secretary and the Chief Medical Officer, I wish to extend our gratitude to the young professionals, the group ICCP, who have heeded the call during the flood or after the flood of December 2013 and responded in a way that is beneficial and will continue to be beneficial to us. We really have a need for the items that were donated, and believe me, they will be made use of. It is not a futile exercise, and we do look forward to continued collaborations and donations. Thank you very much.
In other news, 20 preschools from across the country will be displaying various aspects of marine life tomorrow at the Peace Memorial Hall as part of activities leading up to Fisherman's Day. This will be done in a presentation and exhibition format from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. On Friday, the Goodwill Fisherman's Cooperative will be hosting an honorarium for retired fishers as well as a fish night in Rose Place from 5 p.m. Continuing on Saturday, the female and junior fishing competition will take place, and on Sunday, June 8th, the fishers will attend a church service at the New Birth Ministries Church in Rose Place at 10 in the morning. Fisherman's Day will climax on Monday, June 9th at the Calico Fisheries Center. SVG joins the rest of the world today in celebrating International Consultants Day. Over 60 countries are involved in formalizing and recognizing management consultants as a profession. Last year, May, the Association of Management Consultants of SVG was incorporated as a non-profit organization. It forms part of the Regional Caribbean Institute of Certified Management Consultants established in 2007. Member of the local association, Rennie Batiste, says the idea is to get a number of persons involved in management consultants who are resident in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to be part of the association to push its objectives.
So that the consultants will be in a position to be able to bid for certain local, regional and international consultancies that become available within our own country, specifically dealing with the CARIFORUM area. As management consultants, we provide advice within our own competency. So far, we have some 14 individuals who have indicated their interest to become members of the organization. And we are hoping to run our first course sometime during the course of this year so that we can have individuals from St. Vincent who are practitioners in management consultancy receiving this professional certification. There are lots of persons who have done consultancies because they've got their master's degrees in various disciplines, but now we have to take it a step further, particularly in light of the CSME.
Three St. Lucian nationals, Herbert Joseph, Elespine Alian, and Cornelius Raggi, have been remanded into custody at a magistrate's prison in capital Kingston on several drug-related charges. The three men were arrested and charged by the police for having in their possession over 600 pounds of marijuana with intent to supply. Reports said that on Monday, June 2nd, 2014, the men were on a speedboat which drifted to Mustique after they encountered engine problems. They were able to go ashore on the island, where they proceeded to conceal the marijuana by burying it in the sand on the beach. Acting on a tip-off, the police went on the scene and discovered the drugs, which resulted in the arrest of the three men. When they appeared at the Kingston Magistrate Court yesterday, they pleaded not guilty to the charge. Police objected to their bail, stating if bail is granted, they may flee the country. The matter was adjourned and transferred to the Serious Offences Court to be heard on July 9, 2014, when a date will be set for the trial. And the police have confirmed that a 22-year-old resident of Abira died after being shot by a police officer. According to information received by SVG-TV News, the authorities were summoned after the young man was reportedly throwing stones in the community. It is said that when the police arrived on the scene, one officer was struck with a stone, and that the man, described as mentally unstable, continued to attack the police. It was during such time he was reportedly shot and was taken to seek medical attention, but later succumbed to the injuries. Stay with us. We'll be right back with Carnival Beat. Creator of the International Soccer Monarch in Trinidad and Tobago, William Monroe, has discredited the thought that artists outside of the Twin Island Republic will never win a Soccer Monarch title there. Monroe commended Vincentian artists, saying that they have performed well, but due to issues relating to their performance, such as not adhering to time limits, etc., this has been the downfall in the past.
Sometimes, a few people wonder if the title wouldn't leave Trinidad, and that is, for that matter, that is unfair to say, because Piggy Irie won the Groovy, right? And I'll be more than happy to see one of the title even move to Grenada or any of the other islands. St. Vincent, that is my favorite little island, different to Grenada, and I would like to see the title move from island to island, or even I was looking forward in the distant future to host. I would have liked the final, for that matter, to move from island to island.
The Obia Sports and Cultural Organization, OSCO, is preparing to host carnival activities in Obia this weekend. The action kicks off on Friday night with a fashion extravaganza, which, according to OSCO's public relations officer, Jade Boyens, will set the tone for carnival weekend activities in Obia. He noted that the response has been good thus far, and they anticipate lots of people coming out to support Obia Carnival this weekend.
After the fashion extravaganza, we're going to go into a talent explosion. We have some young aspiring artists and dancers in the talent explosion, and then we go straight through to Juve Morning, the much anticipated Juve Morning, and that will start around 3 o'clock. So we hit the streets, we party from 3 to about 10. You can go home, eat something, shower. Then in the evening around 3 p.m. we have our costume parade and our street jump up. After that, there's a big after party inside Sheep and Disco. Then on Sunday, we have the big river line at the big river. The past years were huge, but this year we're expecting more people in Oya. We have a lot more sponsors on board. Line, Hyrule has always been there with us. They're on board again. So this weekend, it's a lot. It's huge. Just last weekend we launched our Carnival with a motorcade from Georgetown go up. and we had a huge after party on the Oya Hard Court. And a lot of people say they're really ready and anticipating the Carnival because the launch was huge. If you love fun, good clean fun, if you're a Carnival lover, you're a fashion lover, you need to be in Oya this weekend. Friday night, as I say, fashion extravaganza, run with me, the world fetters. Come on out, see the lovely designs of costumes, and we also have other stuff. Talent explosion. Come and see the youths, the young aspiring artists, the young dancers. They have a lot in store. The Oscar girls, they're gonna strut their stuff, and trust me, they have real oomph in their stuff, a lot of oomph.
And with just over a month to go before Mardi Gras Day on Tuesday, July 8th, the Imagination Mass Band is busy putting together its production for 2014. And according to band leader Norma Kwashi, he is confident that the band will make a lasting impression for this year Vinci Mass. Jamisha Wright has more in this report.
A number of everyday activities will this year be highlighted by the Imagination Mass Band through its 2014 mass production, themed In Front of the Eyes. Band leader Norman Kwashi told SVG-TV News that the band this year comprises of some 8 sections.
We have Magic, it's number 1.
That's a female-only section?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then we have for the children, Agriculture. Then we have, again, for the children, Vinci to the Heart, which is in front there. Everybody knows once it's a Vinci, it's Vinci to straight, right?
Right.
Well, we have Sequence of Colors, which is one of the most important things in Carnival. You have to know how to lay out your colors to the judges and them.
Sure.
Right. We have
and that's female only?
Yes. And we have Creativity, which is another thing in Carnival. We create the most point creativity, so we just decided to pick the melon, watermelon, which is female only, and we have Steel and Glitter, which is also a show for the Carnival. So we decided to just come with it. We have Beads and Feathers, and we have Fork Lightning.
Okay, so you only have one male and female section?
Yeah. Well, man don't really play mass, more is ladies.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so tell us how registration have been going.
Well, so far, kind of tight. A lot of people saying things rough, understand, later down. You know, people nowadays normally wait for the last minute, so we just building and just relax until whenever.
How many persons roughly you catering for?
I'm catering for at least 250 people this year because things are really rough concerning sponsorship. We have a little help out we get. And I want to say special thanks to all the people, the sponsors who help us out this year to make us reach so far.
Of the 250 persons you catering for, how many are children?
Well, we have 50 girls and 30 boys.
So you will be having a junior queen, a junior king. Tell us about your big costumes.
Well, yes, we're having a queen of the band and also a king of the band, a junior king of the band and also a queen of the band. The name of our king of the band will be Weather Watch. Right? The name of the queen will be St. Vincent I Love You. Right? The name of the junior king will be the Lionfish. And the name of the junior queen will be Sequence of Colors.
Great. And you're already busy putting those
yes, please.
together?
Yes, please.
Join us tomorrow during Carnival Beat for a glimpse into the 2014 production of Tribe's Mass Band. For Carnival Beat, I am Jamisha Wright.